Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? Let me just try and find some good music. Let's try this. Let's try this. Oh, it's Europe song. Marco, welcome to the stream. Hello, kumusta ka? Minty, what's up, brother? Abu, welcome to the stream. A little bit earlier today, as planned. Sheena, what's going on, my man? Actually, I'll let these folks know to save some, oh, there we go. I don't know how to go about this because I've actually never done a crafting for Alliance mobilization. So, let me just let these guys know. Save, crafting. Yes, please. Yeah, so this is a sad day in rock history. You're not in the wrong VC now. Yeah, we'll fix that. We'll fix that for sure. Yeah, no, that was a good time the other night though, man. I know Shino, you came in at the end of it, but Minty, Sofrito, thank you for coming on. It's yeah, it's nice to not have to yap my way through, although it does, like, it is a little bit more energy consuming to stream with folks as well. But like, y'all did really good. Y'all did really good. Mad Mania, what's going on, man? Take a fee. This is where Minty asked for flux scripts. So we're gonna have to do this somewhat quick because we do have a town hall coming up. I mean, we still have, I think, 2 hours until that thing kicks off. Yeah, roughly 2 hours. So we'll go right up until then, or until we kind of finish all of our crafting and stuff, which we'll take our time with. But yeah, this is gonna be a sad day indeed. My hopes of being a 5 Cav March main officially end today. We had 4 Cav sets for forever now. And yeah, it's finally time. It's finally time. I was really hoping with the last Cav releases. I mean, we got the primary commander that we needed. We were talking about it the other night on stream, and Minty's a big advocate for it too. But 3 Cav marches is fine, but to have 4 is a little bit much. And I think it was a Silent appearance who came in also early on the stream. At least it was someone who was named Silent Fury, so I don't know if that's actually him or not. But he, they even said 4 is just far too much in the current state of the game. Like, I could wait for like next year Q1 when we probably get new calves again, as we usually do, but I gotta say it's rather hard too, maintaining like all like as many calves as you need to sustain for open field, and then also worry about like doing some reinforcing. And I mean, luckily, like, calves haven't been super meta in the grand scheme of like rally garrison, with the addition of Subutai a little bit more so. But I mean, with the nature of like 1093 and some of these top kingdoms, like, you're not really burning the troops like too much until you're getting into your later zones, as most kingdoms should anyway. So luckily we haven't had that issue. But I mean, to run 4 marches of cav at 400k around there, roughly, at 1.6 million. And then as soon as you start losing some, like, I'm constantly healing the hospital for my 4th march to get back onto the field, which you're going to lose some efficiency there, because now you're maybe not healing as close to a full hospital as you want, and you're going to cause yourself to run out of helps, which now, being in an Imperium, like, I have to be a little bit more mindful of how I'm managing those speed ups. So this is all kind of steps that are going to help me to hopefully get to that point. No, this isn't clickbait. Dark and Bow. It hurts. Trust me, it hurts. As someone who was very close, I had 5 sets, guys. Like, I did have 5 sets at one point. Like, you can see here, I have four marches set up for my arc matches. I had 5, not legendary, but my 5th set was pretty much all purples. I think I actually dismantled one of the helmets already, so I did have one because I think I crafted 5. I had to, so I dismantled one of those already, but I did have 5 at one point. Listen, Minty, when you start streaming, you can stream how you want. Sky. Shino, you too, even though you do kind of semi-stream. Sad day for me, so you're not the only one, Dan. Why? What happened, Marco? It's much better to stream with people that solo, as it's draining in such moments. Marauders. Yeah, like, it's good in those situations with, like, marauders and stuff. I mean, it is good in general, but it is also, like, I have to be mindful when I have other people on stream, like, to not, I mean, it is still my stream, but I want other people, like, who are on voice with me to be able to engage as well. Bad Don, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. Nick, welcome to the stream. Greetings from 2293. Looking forward to fighting alongside you guys. Yeah, man. I've fought alongside those guys before. Very good friends. Maury, Rels. I'm gonna leave some people out, so I apologize. Syriacs, obviously. But yeah, we've been chill with I've been chill with 2293 for a long time now. Almost like two years or so since those KVKs that we fought in together. You're an Imperium, just wait for spenders. But we're free to play in 1093. This is yeah, that, I mean, it's a good point, you know. It's a good point. Sure, you don't want to go in full details. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, so we'll get the hard part out of the way. I need to get a gauge a little bit on my mats, but you know, since y'all are, what is it with the 1093 peeps? Ray and Minty, y'all just like, yo, let's get to this thing. Like, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what you gotta build it up. You gotta wait for some people to get in and stuff. Like, fucking noobs, bro. Noobs. Simping for 2293. Of course, hell yeah. I'll simp. I'll glaze for them. I've always said, like, I mean, I said the other day, I'll probably stay in 1093. But like, 2293 was a very serious landing spot before I came to 1093. I've always said it. Was amazing for single troop types. Are you dismantling your equipment? Yeah, well, look, it's my 4th set. I'm still going to be running 3. So all right, so sorry, so the thumbnail is a little clickbaity, or at least the title, because it's not rip cav main. But I am dismantling a cav set. New crystal tech is oh no, I read that already. What's up, Vorse? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, let's see. Maybe we get some crits, maybe we don't. But yeah, let me just double check that this is my 4th. Those all have some kind of tier on their awakens, and then these are all fresh to dismantle. Yeah, so everything Justinian's wearing aside from our accessories. 1093 don't believe in foreplay. All right, let's get to dismantling. Then we're gonna go in and we'll kind of calculate what we got, and then we got to start hunting for some of these alliance mobilization quests. Looks like they're, for the most part, keeping them. Dirty Dan, no crit since 2019. That's not true. That's not true. I've gotten one. It was infantry gloves. I have gotten one. So Yeah, let's go ahead and dismantle. Oh, God. Should do a poll for how many crits you get. Sure, let's do it. I'm not even sure how much I'm going to be able to craft, to be honest. I don't want to do something that's going to get me demonetized. I'm thinking of something to write here. I have the calculations here, but we gotta like really total them up. I should be able to craft more than one item. I'll save the big ones for last, obviously. I don't think I'm going to be able to craft the entire leadership set, but I'll be able to craft a fair amount. Okay, let's do this. Fuck. Also, too, shout out to Ghost, because he told me to do this when I first came to 1093. I kind of reevaled, and then I was able to get out 4 last KVK, but I lost the march too fast, and like it was just, I had no value out of that either. And then once we got Bai Chi, it was just like, okay, I have to, like, I have to now. I mean, I probably could delete the dagger too, right? Like the dagger, I mean, I don't run it on my Arthur, so we might be able to do that. The only reason I would keep it is just simply for like the little bit of base health that I get, and it's still decent to an extent, but let's see where we land, and then if we have to dismantle that, maybe we do so. But let's go ahead, we'll rip the band-aid off. What's up, Troy Stars? Welcome. Dismantling our first legendary set, my 4th Cav legendary set. GG's to the Cav main. Oh shit, didn't even ask for the verification. Ah, the deed is done. Y'all don't understand how much this hurts. Like, I started this account with the aim to be a 5 Cav March main. Think of all the gems that went into that. Yeah. I mean, probably not too much, but a fair amount for sure. Okay, so the hard part's done. Oh, the gloves. Gloves still gotta go. Not even a whale. I'm not even gonna get my. I probably, like I said, I probably won't have the full thingy. Better than being a 5 March infantry main. Well, I mean, now it's you know, you're pretty close. Darkened Bow next update, 75% of mats will be refunded instead of 50. I'm sure they're gonna. If they do ever do it, the only reason why I'm doing this too is because if they do ever do something like that, they have to refund. I would assume they refund like what people have used already, because that would probably send some of the whales into a frenzy. Dismantling, still painful even after, yeah. Then imagine Lilith announce you'll get full mat with, yeah, if they do ever do that, they should whatchamacallit, give those mats back that people like essentially should have gotten. Next updates are just looked at the KVK lineup. 5 Kingdom, 1 Camp sucks to be in Diplo. Haha. It seemed like it was pretty easy, but yeah, I mean, just the working together, like 5 ACs working together like that is probably going to be, you know, quite difficult. I read at a 3rd grade level, Minty. So here are rankings since reset. Training stage has started. No shocker here. 960 is now in front. Whales don't break. I guess that is pretty good. Pretty true. So 960, 1093, and then so the three out of the 4 Imperiums in this KVK. 1, 2, 3. There's our buddies in 2293 at number 5, and then probably just minimal scores here. 1818 down at number 9, and this is our campmate in 2027. Kenzella, welcome to the stream. Yeah, a little early today. A little early. We'll try and do some more of these Saturday morning streams. Five camps make chaining impossible. Oh, yeah. We dealt with that. I think it was like one of the KVKs I was in with 2975, even though I think we're solo camp for a lot of those too, but yeah, it's tough. Free for all 960. So we could let's take a look at that. So I did calculate a little bit here. So on our out of our chests here, we have 97 legendaries. And then with the materials down here, we were at 6 leather, 9 ebony, and 5 ore. So let's go ahead. See, this is where it's going to get tricky because I have so much leather. And the leadership pieces, I think, require a little bit more, so spread out. So now we have 126 leather, 36 ebony, and 32 iron ore, along with our 90 legendary, like with all these chests here. So yeah, it's not going to be too much, I think. Tommy, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Dismantle infantry gear. I mean, if I really need to, since the leadership set is going to be used as like an auxiliary for my siege, I could go ahead and just dismantle the siege set that I made too to get more. Dude is not crafting anything. Y'all are too damn impatient, bro. What's up, 386? How you been, brother? So if we want to go ahead and take a look, forge sets. So let's calc 10, 15, 15, 20. I can definitely get the 3, maybe a 4th. I don't know. I think we might be able to pull off everything besides the weapon. I'm not sure, Harak. I've heard good things about the leadership set on Siege Commanders, though. Oh yeah, he's got a PhD in trolling, Troy Stars. $350. Fuck. Yeah, so we'll be able to get like half of it. Sunset garrisons. I've the reason why I'm making this too is because I have also heard that it works decently on an infantry march. So that's what I'm kind of planning here. Is it'll allow me to flex and that, because the second best infantry march, however you want to slice it, whether it's BQ Wallace or Skippy Ragnar, that'll allow me to flex that infantry in as opposed to like a Justinian march. Do awakens, cav weapons to 4. Damage the troops on the map. Nah, leadership set. Pants and boots. Okay, I'll check it out off stream, Marco. All right, yeah, let's get started with this then, since y'all are freaking antsy in the pantsy. So let me just see. This is 30, 40. I think there was a 60 here. Oh my gosh. Uh, 120. We should be able to use the entire 120, right? Yo, what up, Skinsy? Oh, with the extra leather? Okay, that's fair, yeah. Do a blind craft and leave the room craft. What? Right, this should get me to all that should get me to 120. So if I do pants and chest, that's 120. So it doesn't really matter, right, on what I'm doing. Yeah, we'll do the 120 to be safe. All right, let's do it. So we'll do pants and then we'll do chests, and then if we can sneak in another one of these, maybe we'll do that, and then anything left over we'll look to awaken some stuff. I don't even know if I have blueprints for some of those awakenings. I guess I do have some. All right, let's go back to our opening song, because the song's pretty hype, and Europe's here, so. Pretty hype, pretty hype. So we'll look at the poll results real quick. I put 3 to 4. I'm not even gonna be able to craft 3 to 4. Maybe I can craft 3 pieces. But 37 votes, 51% say zero crits. I have no luck. And then it's split between options 1 and 2, which is a crit 1 to 2 or a crit 3 to 4 at 24%. Kicking shit like Bruce Lee. Kick your shit like Bruce Lee. No Shio's return. All right, let's do it. Pants first. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, man. All right, and chess piece for our Alliance mobilization quest. Nothing. And I still can forge, yes. I actually forge the weapon. So if I can forge the weapon at 90 mats, I can look for another quest. Maths aren't mathing. Do one blindfolded. Huh. So this is 60. This is 100. And this is 40. Well, it'd be 140. Huh. I don't think I went into the chests at all yet. Interesting. Maybe a little bit we went into them, but not a lot. So we still have 80 leather. So all the leather. Guaranteed crit if you do a shot for so what's up, Lambo? Shot of coffee, maybe? Cheers. Frozen Elsa, welcome to the stream. Trying to follow in Elsa's footsteps here with the leadership set. Get on her level at some point. Yeah, exactly, Minty. So I don't know how to do this. I mean, I can wait for a 90 quest, but this is 60. None of these is going to add up to 90 exactly. Chat, what do we think? How do we go about finishing this off? Because we can either get 2 more pieces out of the way. I won't be able to do like an efficient alliance mobilization quest on it. Or I can do an efficient alliance mobilization quest if we get a 90 and then just craft the weapon. Panda, welcome to the stream. Jägermeister. I am a fan of Jägermeister. I could do that. Doesn't leave you feeling the greatest the next day though, because of all that all the sugar in it, but or from what it seems like sugar, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how to go about this. Go efficient with an alliance mobilization quest to make the weapon, or just make 2 of these and not get full efficiency out of a quest. And I'm also kind of risking it because this would be 60. This would be, and either one of these is going to be, it'll put me at 100. Have I tried getting a crit yet? Yes, you have no idea. I guess you do because you've been around for a while, but yeah, what does that put us at? Hold on, we can do, I could just do gems for quests. I haven't done more than gems yet either. We'll wait a few minutes and see what pops up here. Yeah, what's our count at now for total items crafted? So this is 6 per row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 42. 47 items crafted total now, and we've only gotten 1 insta crit. Any other crits you see here, like my ring, that was a 5th craft. The gloves I crit, that was the one that I'm talking about. Anything else you see crit for the most part is refining, and then I have like 1 helm that's, I think I have 1 helm. Yeah, this helm here, that was a 5th craft for when I went back to KVK 2. That's why that also fucks your account. I wish I never did that, to be honest, because I wasted a lot there to make the 5 helms. Then leave the room so you don't know if you get crit, so you come back in. The ultimate suspense. We're creeping up their skins. We're making some decent progress. Just one insta crit. Sag. I have 0 luck. Yeah, you're not wrong, Abu. You're not wrong. Trust me, the thought has crossed my mind multiple times. But yeah, we'll stick it out on our account. Did he do all these yet? He did. Let me get a rally going real quick, guys. Buy VIP bundle. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, there's 2 there. Isn't there one that gives you... No, this one's the 40 days. This was the fat one, 50 days that I'll buy at some point. Yeah, only 2 legendaries though for $100. Same thing here. 3 here. This is pretty good. All those formation chests. You know what we can also do too, guys, while we kind of kill some time in between these alliance mobilizations? We can go in and we can oh, there's a 30. We can go in and open up some formation choice chests too. Since this will be like our war prep. We usually do it before zone 5, but given the circumstances, we can go ahead and open these too. It's fine. $120. See, I don't even know if I get to 120. Should do the... Well, if I can get 1 more out, Tommy, it's not though. I mean, look, we're talking about being efficient here. Like going to 12k on more than gems isn't the smartest, depending on like how whaley you are. Is it 12? Yeah, like I'm not going to 25,000 gems for an extra 8 sculpts. Like I'll stick to, and I don't even think they give you the option on Alliance Mobilization to go around 7k. I think it's usually, I think maybe the 170s are close to 7k. But like, yeah, I'm not going to just do 11,000 gems. It's not as efficient. That's what we'll open. We'll open those formation chests on Pincer, Barack, because I haven't started Pincer really at all. I did get I just started actually pulling those yesterday-ish, a few days ago. I did get 1 inscription already, which is a pretty decent one too. 2% more normal damage. It's pretty good. So we got 1 there, and then I'll probably do a bunch of converting because I am going to be running. I think I'm going to be running Baichi and Alex. Open on closest to special. Huh? Yeah, but I still have to finish my quests, Tommy. Speeds. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. It ain't no 960 regeneration, I'll tell you that. Oh, open closest to wish list. I don't think I have any close to wish list, to be honest. Wedge, no. Fucking my arch is god awful. 3, no. Yeah, I don't have any. None on ranged. I wouldn't do ranged anyway. Yeah, and then I don't really run this garrison stuff anymore either. Like, that's just all from shit I've collected in the past. We used our wish list one from that we got from the wedge, and we converted it to butterfly. 3 to 10, yeah. Crazy. Did I say Baichi Alex? I'm sorry, Baichi Lucha. I think with the way that if the fighting changes drastically and we don't have so much of this poke meta where we're going back and forth and relying on insta-proc damage, Alex will have a little bit of a fall off. But from what I've been hearing so far, it looks like it is pretty comparable to what Alex does. So I probably would just run it, to be honest. How many speeds did I get from off season? Universal, like 600 days, I want to say. I don't know about the training. I honestly don't know where all these came from. I can't remember. I feel like there was a certain event or something like that. And then obviously the healing speeds, which is very minimal. Better than starting from 0. Yeah, but also, like, I'm not that whaley that I want to spend money on these stones. Like, I have, what, 8 of them already? Like, I don't want to spend... And that's, like, for one special inscription, right? I would rather open to try and get some instant improvements to my pincer without having to try to invest more into these conversion stones. Philip's going to be more important after new tech because of the buffs. Probably, yeah. Bro, we have 3 KVKs a year, Minty. Come on, man. 3 to 4 KVKs a year. It's not enough opportunity to get these conversion stones. Did I put Bertrand in my lineup? I did not. No, I didn't have him maxed, Lambo. So I am a fake cav main. I'm not like Hunky here. Hunky actually has the Bertrand maxed. So yeah. See, even the 170 Tommy is 9,500. 10,000. So like again, it's not like super optimal. And we could actually, you know what? Since we're like doing so, we might as well pick up the materials. Pipe bundles. Yeah, that solves everything. KP goal this KVK. I'm not sure. I'll have a better idea on that after today, after we do our town hall. So we're gonna go and kind of like review, or I guess expectations for this KVK. If we are planning on going in to test the waters in Zone 5 against Earth Camp, with that and along with Kingsland, because level 7 passes, we probably won't get too much KP out of that. I think last time my goal was 2.5. I was talked down from 5 from Cortex and Plato. So if that one was 2.5, I would say I would like to land anywhere from like 1.5 to 2 billion. I think would be respectable with, you know, the estimation on how much fighting we're going to have. If you do for VIP, wouldn't you get VIP 19 and the sculpture? Dude, I'm so far away from VIP 19. Can I have what you're smoking, Tommy? Bro, I'm so far away. Even if I dumped all my gems right now, I would only be at 5, 6. I'd be 6. It'd be close to 300k away. And you don't get extra sculpts from VIP 19. You just get transmutation stones, which is whatever. Let me listen to your town hall. They're good. They're very informative. They're similar to what we did back in the day, skins, but we were doing those mainly on, like, I guess similar. Yeah, I would say they're kind of similar, a little bit more in depth. Gems are for healing. Do got to save some of those if we decide to random TP around. Okay, so we gotta wait here. All right, let's open some formation chests. We'll go for pincer. Oof. See if we can get some instant improvements onto these. Maybe, just maybe we'll get some luck here. Miss the good old days. Yeah, there was fun times, man. We had some really good KVKs there, some not so good ones. Dude is selling. Bro, I'm not a whale, bro. Like, I don't know where this perception ever came from. I've never once positioned myself to be a heavy spender on this, in this game. I'd buy, like, the occasional bundles here and there. Like, go for, like, the big ones. But it's very, very few and far between. I have to usually put most of, like, this is why I would love if they would never do it, but if they did ever get rid of Crystal Tech, I can improve my account so much more. Because instead of the money that I spend, you know, every quarter or so to pump tech, can go into better account development. And at the end of the day too, like, if you're not aggressively spending on these things, like, one max bundle, like, every so often is like, and I know you're saying only like one to two, or the 2 to 3 tiers every month of Destiny Reforged on this, but even still, that's 2 stones every 2 months. Like, we are going to be able to make some instant upgrades now, but I usually do 1 to 2, Abu. Yeah, 100% skins. Yeah, I'm not I do well, but I don't do that well to warrant spending, you know, a lot in off season. I will say the addition of the wheel, like the ticket system, like, that's where most of my spending is now going. Like, I'll pick up one of those like every other month or so. But then other than that, like, nothing really. 3 stones a month. Fair. $20, not too bad. But what's even at what was that 3? Hold on, let's see. What was that 3 for me? Was it Arch? I mean, I guess we can do Arch because we're going to convert those over anyway. We're going to convert some of them over, actually. Jackal, thank you for becoming a member of the Dirty Gang and for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Wheeled out on my last KVK, spent 500. Yeah, we got up there last KVK. We were doing the dailies. Also, Angelo, welcome to the stream, brother. Mid, low to mid. Yeah, it depends on the months and the quarter and, you know, how everything's going. So I will say, like, since getting out of like my my sales commission based role, like it's much easier because now I know exactly what's coming in each month. It's not variable as it used to be. But even still, like you gotta be responsible, guys. Like I get it, but you gotta be responsible with real life first. Clear your debt, get your savings, get your investments, do what you gotta do. Look, if we get like into the realm of where we were a few months ago, like in end of Q4 or mid Q4, when the crypto market just was fucking skyrocketing, guys, yeah, like let me cash in on some of that shit, and then we can have some fun. But I am by no means a whale, low to mid spender, waiting on some of those crypto investments to kind of pop back up. Sell house, clear shop. Yeah, that would be doable if I wasn't a renter. If I had a house. I guess you have a point, Minty. We can do Arch because I am going to be converting the Arch over anyway, and it's still serviceable until I decide to pull the trigger and convert what I need to convert over. So I'll cave and I'll listen. Tips from Chippendales depend on how desperate. Yeah, that would be a good gig. I don't know if the wife would approve, but ooh, there's a 60. So we take the 60. Right, what's 60 here? What's 60? What's 60? What's 60? Helmet was 60. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll snag that real quick and then we'll go craft that bad boy. Dirty Dan meme coin pump and dump. What's up, Noob James? How's your count for Arch for the inscription? I'm at 3 out of 10. So we'll go for that. We'll go for that. I shall listen to Mint. Start selling plasma to support rock addiction. Oh gosh. All right, let's do it. Give me a crit. Jeez, guys. 48. 1 for 48 on instant crits. And we still can forge some stuff here. 60, 35. Hold on, let's see. Let me do a calc. I might be able to get the whole set besides the weapon. $46 legendaries left in these chests. And I have 60 leather. So I can actually 46, 25, 30. Oh, I won't be able to craft the boots. Consistent. This fucking guy. No manifesting here, Kenzella. Trust me. I've tried it, brother. I've tried everything. I think the only thing that I haven't tried is to get Redline on stream and craft with me, or just have him craft on my account. I might have to resort to that at some point and be like, yo, Red, you got to help a brother out, because I do still have the dagger, yeah. So we can go and dismantle that. The only thing is on that. So like this is what let's like gear up what we kind of would be looking at. Is it Skippy Ragnar or do you run Ragnar Skippy? I don't even know. But either way, we'll do we'll gear up the Skippy for now. So like this is what we're looking at. Justinian. There we go. So this is what we're looking like currently. So like I could go and dismantle the dagger, but then like I'm putting a flag on there. Like I might as well keep the dagger, I think. Ragnar Skippy. Okay. So we'll bring him up to 60, which would be easy. Ragnar, KVK, Skippy AO. Let a march speed. Gotcha. Ghost, I did it, man. As a other Cav main. He's the one who told me. He's like, dude, I was a Cav main too, and I dismantled the excess Cav gear. I did it. I did it. I did it. I finally did it. So, or I can dismantle the siege set that I have. Let's play with this. Let's play with this a bit. So I think we just go in and make whatever. Boots. I know, finally, I know. It wasn't that long, and it took 3 months or so. And I got a little value out of that set last KVK, so if I wasn't a noob and destroyed my 4th march so quick, I would have had more value, but the purple siege, keep that one, you're saying? Yeah, and I mean my siege commanders too are like pretty at a usable level right now. 5551 Gaja, and then if I have to put a couple sculpts into him, like I probably won't mind doing so because I have so many, just to bring him up to 5511. And then I feel like I have a pretty serviceable march for siege. And that is, to Spring's point, that will be the next thing I do have to make. I'm gonna have to make, I thought I had 6 rings though, but I guess I didn't. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5. So I would need another ring for this march. Traded 400% with Gonzalo. Jesus. Yeah, we'll have that siege march ready to go. The only thing I'm going to have to do, I think, is T4 siege fine, or do you need T5? I would have to transition some of these, convert those. Purple march speed medal is so valuable for Ragnar. I would like to keep the base health though. That's the thing. But let's go ahead and we'll make let's just go and scoop up some health on the boots. And this will also leave me with a little bit more leather if we just decide to go the awakening route. Nothing. Oh my god, a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Jesus. Oh god. So we need 9 more ebony here, which now I can look for alliance mobilization, because we can pick up, pick up 5 right now, although that kind of puts me over whatever alliance mobilization quests I get to. And then we can pick up what was this, almost another 4. So this would be pretty much this, and this VIP shop with legendary and epic, that would get me to craft the boots. All right, Jackal, I'll see you. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the super chats and the memberships again, brother. Very much appreciated. No crits is crazy. Dude, welcome to my life, Al Qaid. Brian Koo, welcome to the stream. What's up, man? 5.5 IPAs deep, but here to support you, bro. Dude, yo, I feel you. Now it's mad late, by the way, or early, I guess. So thank you for for chilling and supporting, bro. Yeah, we were drinking the other night on stream, and I knew it as I was picking out my 5th beer that I probably shouldn't have had that. And they were like 6 to 7%. I woke up so hungover yesterday. It like made me question life. I was like, I only had 5 beers and I was dying. So hope you're enjoying now, Bri, but hopefully you're a little bit more weathered than I am and don't get the easy hangovers. So I did a video 4 a.m. actually came out fine. There you go. The brews keep you locked in. Okay, so let's look for an alliance mobilization quest here for some gem usage. I will just go ahead and just pick the highest one or the highest one that I can see. We'll go ahead and take the 11,000 because we're just going to look to clear these out anyway. I could have waited for a 12k one. Oh well. Oh well, I could have went for that one. And then we'll just cop these. It's fine. 6. What is this? 7? No, not 7k. Would it be 7k? 9k? $9k. Let's see. All right, we'll wait for another one of those. Let's go open some formation chests. Fight you in King's End from the 960 side. Hell yeah, let's get it. That should be fun, man. Maury, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. 5 beers. I know, man. I know. Dude, I don't know what it is with IPAs. Like, I don't know if it's like the hops, because there's more hops in IPA. I don't know what it is, dude, but even when I go to like my local bar, I usually will drink, depending on the night, but like my go-to Sierra Nevada hazy little thing. And same thing with those. Like I'll drink 6 of those and I wake up super hungover. But I was at a friend's birthday party a few weeks ago. Bro, I had like pretty much an entire 12 pack of High Noons. And before that, before I got to the party, I had like 5 Heinekens at a bar. And I was like, the next morning, I was hurting a little bit, but not compared to what like these 5 like craft IPAs did. I don't know what it was. Nah, Jose, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna get the 11th quest, don't worry. Have to. Drink Pedialyte with the IPA, or just mix the Pedialyte and IPA together. Ooh, spicy. All right, let's open some formation choice chests while we wait for one more little cheap gem event thingy. We'll go with Arch. Lovely. I hate how this is a thing. Please take these fucking V formation inscriptions out of the pool for other formations. It's ridiculous. Right? Is this one not good? Yeah. Bulk cycle. We have to, Abu. We have to. In 1093. We have to go through all of our quests. IPA is nasty. Yeah, it's an acquired taste for sure. Nah, right. I'm always down to talk beer. Like, I work in the beer industry. Like, I'm always down to talk beer. Amira, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, like these, the ones that I was drinking. So I was actually going back and forth between a few sours and IPAs. The IPAs were 7.2%, and then the sours were 6%. So not quite double, but yeah, there's definitely some pretty big beers out there that are double, triple of what your premium lights are. Yeah, man. Allies once again. Reunited, and it feels so good. Give me something good. Trash. He just misses you more. It's his love language. Nothing. Kind of like tempted to keep that. If the siege march speed was up here, I might have been tempted to keep it to put into a V formation. What do you guys think your win percentage for this KVK? Just gave my win percentage for 960 to a friend. Since all you big figures are here in the chat. Yeah, more. Yeah, well, yeah, Maury's here. Then obviously from the 1093 side. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. Like, I want to see what Zone 5s are gonna look like. I don't think that's obviously going to determine much because the Heroic Anthem and Zone 5s don't really have that impact. I honestly think it's a toss-up at this point. I think it's a 50-50 because it might even be just a little bit less. Like, I would say like maybe we're at like 45%. And the only reason why I say that is because I'm very concerned about 75 DC. Like, I don't know what to expect from them. They just merged with 2489 and there's not a lot of active players over there. There's but the good thing is that the active players that are there are big players. So hopefully they show up. But I would put us at just a little bit less odds because of that fact. I'm not even going in and getting into the whole, you know, us versus 2 or 3 other Imperiums. Like, we know what 1818 can do. It's yet to be seen what a new Imperium can do. They are usually pretty active, so I wouldn't put anything against them. But it's probably some of their players, or maybe a lot of their players, first time seeing or fighting in a KVK of this magnitude. So I think I would put our chances just a little bit below 50%, purely because there's a little bit of a weak link in the water camp allies that we have with 75 DC. 16%. It's a very specific number. Maury Dan was simping for 93. He wants to touch your pee-pee. I always sim for 2293. What do you got, Bri? What do you got? Yo, Philly, what's up, brother? Gem quest. Cheap gem quest. No cheap gem quest. Okay, back to formations. %2 extra damage to troops with under 20% remaining. It's decent. It's not great. Infantry defense, 3.5%. I don't know. We'll lock it for now, I guess. Oh, we do have to speed this up, actually. I am going to be getting off, like, right before 14:30 UTC, I think it is. We have Town Hall in 1083, so I want to be around for that. We can bulk recycle these. $85% for the 960 side. 2975 registering for KVK while they migrate is toxic. Not to mention that there's like 18 accounts on vacation there too. 5 of which are really good accounts. One of them being the Arvix account. So like, it sucks. It honestly sucks that they're in this KVK. I hope, obviously, I would like to be optimistic that the players that are there are going to show up and give their best, but I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Jin. Welcome to the stream also. Iki here now in 2489. What do you mean here now? You're in 2489, Al-Qaid? Also, he hasn't crit anything in the last 3 crafts. Dan's going to be screaming into his pillow tonight. Jacob, welcome to the stream. Why did I dismantle the cav gear? Because I had 4. That was my 4th set. And it's just, in this day and age, it's just too much to have for one troop type. Trust me, it hurt. I will be piloting for GT, so I can't give 93 a high percentage. Yeah. Yeah, Moran. I know you probably feel a little bit of that pain too. But yeah, I mean, say 50-50-ish. It's pretty easy, 50-50. Either you win or you don't. Keep it simple. Yeah, we could keep it simple like that too. Yeah, I do think it's going to be tough. Ideally, what I would like to see, I think, and I didn't quite touch on this point the other day when I was kind of like giving my predictions, I would say. And I think maybe I did touch on this, I'm not sure. But I think what maybe the community might want to see, but obviously no kingdoms plan around what community wants them to do or see, because why would they do that? But maybe there's a world where we do switch these zone 6s and we, either or 960 or us go to this side. I would be curious to see if we let 2027 stay over here with the water camp. It's going to be difficult in a way because they can't join those alliances within water camp. So maybe it's not the best play, but that gives 960 and 1093 the true 1v1. So like I would be curious to see if there's something like that at play. And then that way you do have like, you have the 2027 with the 2975 and then the rest of water camp to probably be able to go up against Earth Camp. I would say that 2293 versus 1818 should be a pretty good matchup. 2293 is very good at playing against Imperiums, and anyone who says otherwise doesn't know what 2293 is capable of. Like more, I don't know if more you're still here. Europe, if you're here too. Like y'all took down what 3-4 Imperiums at one point. Back when it was like peak Imperiums too. And I know this is when you guys were more of like a 2 alliance, because I think you guys have now since downsized, but yeah, I mean 2293 is known for taking on Imperiums. They're definitely well equipped to do so. That would make sense, Jin, I guess, yeah. But don't go in for the freaking KVK that with Heroic Anthem. I guess it's the closest thing to like a farm KVK that you can get based on the map setup, so. Need a license for that. What's up, Syed? Swapping level 7 passes would be fine, but Kingsland is where it's interesting. Seeing how 2377 did in Kingsland was what mattered. I don't care how they do. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, the swap would mainly be just to line us up to get the 1v1 in Kingsland with 960. which and like, let's just say that we do bring 2027. Like, I don't think, again, from a perspective of like what the community probably wants to see in a true 1v1, like, we would have to leave 2027 over in this Havana if we did swap and water camp came over here. Mainly for Kingsland, right? Just level 7 passes, whatever. But we need to, we would realign ourselves to fight Kingsland against 960 straight up. So if we did come over as an entire camp with 2027, I think that's probably the, like, that's probably the one of the keys to us winning. Honestly, I don't know if we want to let water say, hey, have fun with 960 while we push against Earth Camp. And I think it puts us in obviously more of a favorable matchup, because on this left side, we'll have the numbers advantage, obviously straight up, if it was just a 1v1. And then we get the extra 40 to 60 players that are in 2027 to fight alongside with us in 1093. So I think that everyone should probably expect that. I think that's probably going to be the best win condition for us in this KVK, is that we swap to go and fight 960, try and push them out while Water Camp does their thing against Earth Camp. Right, that dick so hard. Oh gosh. 1993 beat 18 last KVK. I'm not sure. Mori? I haven't followed much of what, aside from when they were in 2 KVKs ago, because it was a big KVK. But I don't know what they did last KVK. I haven't chatted with Mori in a minute, so I'm not sure. Gem quests. No gem quest. Yo, what up, Cinny? They were in different KVKs? We'll be fine. GT's weak. Careful, Syed. 2.5% less skill damage. It's decent. Counter. Yeah, we'll just keep it just in case. I don't know what I would do with that, but yeah, we're gonna go in because it's the highest on my wish list, Cinny. So that's why we're going on Arch. We got 1818 destroyed 2748. $22.93 beat 1818, but both had camp mates and were fire and wind camp. What, ally you mean? We got pushed back in 2v6, but they got burnt out from behind because they had to ignore water to push us. We never had an actual 1v1 with them. But still, that's to 2293's strength too. I think they're really good at just hunkering down. I mean, when we were allied with them, with that KVK with 2K, when 2K was still a thing, and then that Japanese Imperium from the 1600s. I can't remember what kingdom number it was, but these guys were in a planning meeting. I know because we had our like camp or ally Discord. These guys were in a planning meeting for god near like 8 hours. So like they're gonna leave no stone unturned when it comes to planning. So I'm very confident in 2293 if they are going to be leading the charge for water camp. Very confident, and just that, not even if they're leading the charge per se, but to have them available to help coordinate those things. Again, the weak link in that water camp is 75 DC. That's the huge question mark. honestly overrating 2293. Sure. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, we could pull up the old memes. Like, you have to realize that this kingdom has been together for so long and playing at a high level for so long. Like, you don't just do that. Like, there's very few kingdoms in the game that can do stuff like that. So you can call it overrating them or not, but I'm confident in their abilities. I've seen it firsthand. And they got the reversal curse over there too, because Chiz can't seem to win a KVK on his main, but they always win, and they're not always win, but they win a large majority of the time in 2293. So I think the reversal curse is in play there, because they have Chizgul's alt and Chad's alt, I believe. Fought in Kingsland, but 1818 allied got pushed out of Kingsland, so it was 1v2. Gotcha. Thank you, Wild. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Overeating. Kinda, yeah. Ooh, 1.5 more normal damage of all types. It's decent. It's not great stat spread, but it's all in. At this point, having a bunch of war leads who work together well is better than almost every kingdom, even if they ain't that great of leads. Yeah, I think that'll be interesting to see too, because I don't know. It's been a while, I think, since maybe, I mean, we've been seeing it a little bit more so, but a lot of ACs working to get together should be interesting. 1.4% damage is pretty nice. Ooh, I like that. I have one of these already for Arch. Go figure. Sure. I wonder what my wish list is now at. Let's see. I didn't get any rares though, so I don't think it moved. Dan overeats a lot of that, but they weren't fully pushed out. 1818 came up and helped them to stay in. Well, and that's another thing too that bodes well for that camp, is that they for them over there is that they are familiar with 1818, so it'll better help plan. Which legendary inscription do you recommend buying from the shop for your station? Let me see. I'll take a look. Whole pound of shredded mozzarella in preparations for drinking tonight. I like the 3 point. I don't think my hunter really needs anything, but we'll save that for. I guess I would transition my wedge archer over, so I don't really know. I don't know what I'm doing half the time with armaments. Mohammed, to answer your ooh, 2% damage. Yo, let's fucking go. Yo, that's huge. Fuck yeah. Now we just need some kind of inscription to slap on that thing. That's pretty nice though. Grumpy Andrew, welcome to the stream. First altar of Zone 4 today. KVK 4, you mean? Siege main. Good trick. I could convert it to siege if I wanted. For the courier station, let's just take a look at that, and then I'll show you my best. It's not great. I mean, I like I said, half the time I don't really know what I'm doing with armaments, and I just listen to you guys on stream. I don't go for that. I would say it's probably between balanced steel skin or pincer for airtight. It really depends on what you have for your March setups though. But I would say like those are probably some of the three main ones that you would lock in on right now. Probably pincer and wedge more so than the others. But just keep in mind also too, like no matter what you do, we're gonna get more formations coming out soon. So like you're gonna have to transition at some point anyway. So not late. Am I? 14:30. Oh, KVK 4. Yeah. Best armament set would probably be Arthur. Not with the stats. I gotta go for rerolls on that, but I went all in on this guy and it proved really good. I mean, he was my best trading March by far. I don't know how much the steel skin and Thrasher had to do with it, but I mean, the Arthur Phillip was absolutely shredding last KVK. Is airtight really good? I mean, just because it's like the newest thing, like 5% combo attack damage resistance. Actually, that's not that great. Whenever a troop deals smite damage, their troop takes 10% less damage. Actually, this is not great. That's not that great because there's not a lot of combo attack in the game right now. Like steel skin's decent. Yeah, your best option might honestly still just be wedge because you have to think like there still is a lot of options for your skill damage commanders right now. Like your archers are still pure straight up skill damage. You still have a lot of cav options for wedge, and then you have the one infantry option for wedge as well. So wedge is probably your safest bet. Damage resistance, and then you deal 8% more skill damage for the next 3 seconds, which this is whatever. But I would probably say that this is probably the safest bet. Yeah, airtight's not great. No, there's not enough combo attack damage in the game right now to warrant getting this. And then you take 10% less damage for 3 seconds is minimal. I'm waiting for a fucking 10k gems. That's probably gonna be the cheapest that I get. Oh, one more. All right. So we should have enough now to craft. Yes, we can craft our gloves now. All right, let's do it. Mr. Siege is talking shit in the comments of my latest video. Dude is a Siege player. Talking shit as a Siege player is like a little person talking smack in a slam dunk contest. Minty. God damn you, Minty. All right, let's do it. Oh, let's go now. So I have the archer gloves. I have these gloves as my archers. Or do I make it leadership? We got one, guys. Just do leadership, I think, right? I feel like the leadership crit is so fucking good. Not that I would probably ever get to that point, but... do siege. It's crazy too. The only other crit that I've gotten before is infantry gloves, and now I got leadership gloves. All right, Minty hasn't steered us wrong since, so we'll go leadership. Wait, leadership? Leadership chat or archer? Because I do have gloves on my archers right now. I don't foresee myself ever getting full crit leadership, to be honest. You and Dan Harrow YSS soon. Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right. Bet. That's part of the reason why I made that too. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you, Maury. Thank you, Minty. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, we got one, baby. 2 for 49. That's pretty good. That's pretty dang good. All right, now we just need this weapon. I wonder if I can grind this out. So we need 90 here to get this ready to go for KVK. So I don't know if I want to dismantle the dagger just yet. I think when I dismantle dagger is going to be when I'm ready to make the sixth horn, the sixth ring, because that's what's going to happen. Damn it. That's what's going to have to go on this march, on that 6th march anyway. I don't have a 6th ring. So I think when I am ready to dismantle the dagger, it's going to be for the ring. That way I can at least maintain a little bit of this base health. And again, it's not the worst. It's not like a Moira's Web or something like that. I think we just had egg event, so it should be, we're not going to have egg event for a little while. I probably won't have this ready for zone 5, but for Kingsland. And I guess for mobilization, but no, mobilization doesn't give materials, does it? It's blueprints. Two weeks ago. I feel like we just had it. I don't know. Time's been going by so fast. Yeah, it'll be a stretch. I don't know if 90 is going to be a lot to get in that short amount of time. What do I still have with leather though? So I might not need the full 90 actually. 35, so 55 mats I need. I think that's pretty doable. Erlindo Silva, welcome to the stream. Why didn't you take Forge? I wasn't gonna have enough. I mean, I could have, because that one was, no, that one was only 50. So like these are 60. There's one that's like 30, but I just did gem quests. Yeah, I got them from, oh yeah, and from KVK shop too. We'll be pretty close for zone 5. It's not going to be iconic, but we'll be pretty close. And then right off the bat, I'll be able to make iconic 3. We get 1 right off the bat from entering KVK. That'll be 4. And I need 6. And then I can get another 1 if I get a certain amount of honor before zone 5. And then I think the 6th one, I'm just kind of shit out of luck. Yeah, if I get desperate enough. The iconic one is where I will fall a little bit short. Right? Yeah. I wish they at least gave you back the iconic crystals or something. Like those are, like, I can kind of understand the mats and the blueprints. The blueprints 100% I can understand. The mats, but give us the freaking iconic crystals back. I mean, you can only get so many of those. I feel like 93T easily finishes level 18. Yeah, both in 93X as well. Yeah, I don't think we've ever hit a point. We're actually facing 93T here, which is funny enough. All right, let's finish cranking out these formation choice chests, and then I'm gonna wrap this thing up, guys. We'll chill out. We'll tune into our Town Hall VC. Start getting ready for this KVK. Even though we kind of are, but Yeah, GG's. No more cav main chase. We are now leveling out finally, and we made some good progress there. 5% more counterattack damage. That's actually pretty good to put on my Attila, although I think I might have one of those on my Attila already. Yeah, I already have a brave. God damn it. Three cav, Kenzel. I didn't go off to the deep end that much. I'm still three. I am still technically a cav main. There was a slight bit of clickbait on that end for the title. I am still very much a cav main. The third set, I wasn't gonna go in and dismantle, even though it's only two pieces that have some kind of awakening on them. I'm not deviating that far. I am still fairly confident that 3 calves is okay to run. It's not the greatest, but it's still okay. Oh, we do have Shadow Legion coming actually too, yeah. So I think we'll be able to get that weapon built before Zone 5 starts. Ooh. 5% deals 5% extra damage when it has over 70% rage. Is that good or no? The stat spread's pretty decent. He says he's a cav main, but almost picked crit leadership piece for archers. Look, this is why I don't make videos anymore on like what to do with your account. I'm so far gone on that. Like I'd rather just watch the other insightful people. They offer much more value, so. Yeah, 3 cav main brothers. Swap it for something else. Mori says yes, his hero says no. Pretty good. I don't think I'd say it's great, but it's okay, I would say. Looking for damage ones. I'm not being bothered by recycling these just yet. I'll do them later. Daring is not good. Brawler is not good. Almost got the damage on that. We did get a 2% damage, a 1.4% damage armaments, so not terrible on these armament openings. Ooh, there's our rare. Increased skill damage resistance of the wielder's shoot by 4%. Cool. So we got our rare. That puts us at 4 out of 10. Swift is not good. Iron Wall, 1.5% less normal damage. Easy swap to pincer. On the rare, you mean? Probably, yeah. I gotta go in and look at those and see what I'm gonna be swapping over, to be honest. I think I had them set for the most part, but I gotta go and just double check. Let's go. Whenever the wielder's troop is hit with any type of basic attack, it has a 10% chance to take... Huh? Oh, the wielder's troops hit with a basic attack. 10% chance to take 10% less damage for the next 2 seconds. Ooh, another 1.5%. Okay, so we got a 1.4, 1.5, and a 2% damage. Hells yeah. Devious. Siege unit health 3%. Special inscription. Never mind. Hades, welcome to the stream. That rare is pretty bad for Pincer. Let's go check it out real quick. We still have like 10 minutes. How do we do this? I have 2 battle readies to switch to Pincer. I have a forceful to switch to Pincer, and now I have wait a minute. Was it this one I got? Right? Yeah, that was the one I got. Gains 4% combo attack damage resistance. Yeah, that's not good at all. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some work on that. 4% boost to smite damage. Nothing there. Let's go and see what battle ready is going to give us. Whenever a wielder deals smite damage, the target troop loses 20% defense if I can trigger multiple. So that one's really good. So that is definitely going to get converted over to Pincer. Maybe forceful as well. I mean, yeah, I guess forceful as well. And then, yeah, probably not unswerving. I might... Skill damage resistance. Dude, that's actually pretty good rare for Tercio. Want to trade Minty? I'm just kidding. Minty's got like special inscriptions on his Tercio. I honestly like the bluster effect. 10% chance to resist the effect. %, reduced damage. Brutal. Respite. 10% chance to take 10% less damage. There's the other bluster that we have. Devious. No. Here's a 1.3% bluster. 5% extra damage when it has over 70% rage. And it's got the 3 stat spread. I think just because of the 3... I have 4 blusters? What the fuck? I think maybe just because of the 3 stat spread, I probably pull this over to Pincer. Probably be the cleanest. Tercio, cook it up. Max Burt to prove you're a cav main. No. No. Rip my sculpts. If there was ever a commander swap, like maybe I would play with that idea, but I don't think so. I think there are Mori, so like, but I think a lot of the stuff for my infantry wedge is like decent enough to keep, like, I mean, not inscription wise, but I mean, I got 3.7% damage. So I could definitely go and scour through my wedge stuff. But yeah, that's a project for another day. 100%. 100%. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap this thing up here. That was a pretty decent stream. I mean, we crafted up pretty much the entirety of the leadership set that we were going for. Now it's about chasing down 55 materials to get this weapon slot. We'll have 4 iconics on this bad boy, probably 5. I'll be missing 1 for zone 5 fights. And then we got some decent pulls in our formations. So pretty nice. Spirited doesn't work on your active skills. Oh lordy, oh lordy. Is there anyone streaming that I know of right now? I do not. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up here. We have a 1093 town hall to get into. Start preparing for this KVK. Obviously, gonna have a lot of stuff coming for this KVK. It should be a good one. Yeah. Thank you guys for chilling. Thank you, Drackle. Shout out to you for the becoming a member again, and also for the $5 super chat. And thank you guys. Hit that like button on the way out if you guys enjoyed. Thank you to Minty, Maury, everyone that helped. I don't want to leave any names out. Love y'all. Have a good weekend. I'm out later. Peace.